Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. Thursday, March the 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. These are the charts of the day, and the market snapped back nicely today, and we'll see if that carries through. Tomorrow is options expiration day, so a lot can happen. But for now, we'll look at the long side today, some of the stocks that are moving. In front of you, you see Alon USA Energy, which we've been following for the last couple of months. Very strong momentum move that has taken it up more than doubling it. And if you can see today's action, popping 74 cents on 762,000 shares, up 6.5%. The stock broke across the lateral price resistance, and it looks like the rally is continuing. Surging in technicals here are confirming the move, and it looks like momentum could take this up towards 14 or better, 14, 14.5 range. A new one we've been following recently that I wanted to show you is Bronco Drilling, another oil and gas junior oil. Moved up nicely in December, backed off in January, then came on, consolidated. Here it broke out, and now it's been in consolidation again. But if you look really closely, it appears like a declining tops line here just may be taken out. It was an inside day today. Stock was up 34 cents. Maybe I'm anticipating on this one, but it sure looks like we can get a quick move up towards 11, 11 and a quarter, maybe a little higher. But that's what I have the top of the channel at right now. And but I like the technicals a lot with balance and power nearly full green and OBV and money stream near the top end of the window. This looks like a stock that can be substantially higher in the next few weeks. Nice move and snapback today on CIGX. Now notice that the stock ran up, popped, and then gap back down. So it left an island reversal, but not often do you see that gap filled, and it appears that gap was filled today. So with increasing volume and surging technicals, I got a feeling this one's going to come on again, take out 384 and run up towards the 5, 5.25 range. We put out a swing trade today with a $5 target. So we'll keep that for now on CIGX. By the way, on the other side, the stop must be put out around under 275. Diodes, DIOD, had a nice move of 270, 255 today, up nearly 9%. Volume is the heaviest in about 5 weeks, and it moved right back up to resistance here. And at this point, a move through here could get could trigger an additional upside run towards the high 30s, and let's call it 37.5, 38 will be our target if it breaks out over the next day or so and gets through this line right here. But a nice setup. Big move today for frequency electronics, FEIM. Now last week it popped and then set up a little coil. Notice that each day in this coil that the move down in the morning ended up with the upper end of the range with 4 closings in the same range. Then yesterday it moved out of that. Today it exploded for $1.34, 14.7%. It's a thin stock, so it's got to be watched carefully. And it's also near the top of the long-range rising channel. But today it took out key lateral resistance going back several years, and you can see that line right here was pierced. No reason why this stock can't make further movement up towards perhaps the 13, 14 range eventually, but I'll set up to a short-term target at $12. FTK. Significant move today. After rolling over and breaking back down below the 50-day moving average, I moved down to the bottom of the channel and then today gapped up and reversed and moved sharply for 30.5% on 6.1 million shares. It's a significant move and a key breakaway that may be a trigger for a bigger move up towards the $11 range. My longer intermediate term target, short-term target at 8. Star of the shipping group is Golar LNG, natural gas shipper that has been running hard and steady and has moved from 17 to 24 just in the last 5 sessions on very heavy volume. Now, I'm not sure if this momentum can keep up, but right now I'm looking for a move that takes it up towards the $28 range, and I think we may get it, but based on this momentum I'm seeing. Chart Industries had a big day today, which we traded that one on our site in our chat room today. The stock had a quiet inside day, and then today popped for 564, 13% on 1.12 million shares, and that's big volume for that stock. You can see that the long-term rising channel, the way I've drawn it in, if met, would call for a move up towards the $60 range, and it'll set that as a secondary target with a short-term target around 54, 55. JVA popped today big time, up $1.48 or 33.7%. 1.1 million shares, that's big volume for that stock. Coffee Holding Company, for whatever reason, had a real big significant move today. And you can see that the breakout here takes out a 2-year base. So we can look for more upside on this one. I'm not sure what kind of momentum it has, but we'll see if we can get this one up towards the 7.25 range short term. Continuing to point out Kongzhong, as this move is a very, very strong one with a price breakaway gap surge here. A very strong, steady rising channel. Today it did meet the target at around the $10 range and closed right near there at 10.07. If it can continue through this line, we can see a run up towards the 11.5 3/4 zone from a short-term range, but may very well need some sort of pullback. It's a little bit overbought short-term. Up next is MNTX, Manitex, which today broke this wedge pattern, which, by the way, held the 50-day moving average very nicely, and the channel bottom, and then exploded on volume of 495,000, which is a very big volume for that stock, up 77 cents or 13.7%. At this point, a move up to the top of the channel may be in order, but at the very least, I'll be looking for something up around $8. Parker Drilling had a good day today. Coming out of this month-long consolidation with a pop of 22 cents, 4%. Volume picked up to the biggest level in 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. At this point, the parallel channel top reads about 635 to 650. That would be my short-term target. And lastly today, WWWW.com. What a fantastic textbook pattern this is. Check this out, folks. In August, with a big price volume thrust, it initiated a new trend. It pulled back to the moving averages on low volume, tested, and then had a nice steady run. You can see the way it stair-stepped up in a very narrow channel, but a very, very parallel narrow channel. The consolidation of the last 3 weeks was taken out with a 70-cent pop or 5.5%, an increasing volume. The technicals near the top of the window. This sure looks like it can get up towards 15 short-term and 17 to 18 on an intermediate-term basis. Nice pattern indeed. And that's it for tonight. Have a nice weekend. We'll talk to you Monday.